Hi guys, I'm Dave from Apple Tips, and in today's video I'm back with a new teardown video just like the one I've posted last time. And I do these teardown videos because I haven't done any technical repair stuff in a while and I feel like I should do some. So, in today's video I'm going to tear down the iPhone 5C, and the iPhone I chose from my collection. I have three 5Cs, a blue, a coral and this white one, and I think I should do this white one because it's in the best condition on the inside. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first step is to get our screwdriver with a pentalobe 2 bit here, like the one you see here in my hand. You see here, this is the pentalobe 2, and this is where the screws are located. They are called security screws and they are usually pentalobe screws, and this is how they look like. There are two, same size. As you can see here. Then the next thing we have to bring out is the suction cup. As I told you, in iPhone fixing you need better tools, fancier tools, special tools, unlike Samsung, which is easier. We are going to press down on the suction cup like this. We are going to bring out your repair picks. They are not the same thing as guitar picks. Let me show you what is the difference between them. So this is a guitar pick, as you can see here, from Fender, and this is a phone fixing pick from iFixit. The size of these picks differ and you need this special type of picks in order to do this. You can use these picks to play guitar, but you cannot do the same thing with the guitar picks. So with that said, let's do it. We're gonna slowly lift up the suction cup with our finger and stick the pick inside and push like this, and then we're going to pull on the suction cup, and then we're going to open up the screen like this. Then we have this, which is the security shield for the display connectors. For this we'll need another screwdriver, or the same screwdriver. We're going to change our bit on the screwdriver, and we're going to take the Phillips 20 here, or PH20, and we are going to unscrew every screw from the shield. Please note that there are 4 screws here. Every screw in an iPhone should be magnetic. If it's not magnetic, that means your phone had the screw from your phone had been switched. We're going to slowly remove every screw here. So I am back. Then the best way and the recommended way, but you don't really have to use it, but this is the best way to remove the shield, is with a special tweezer. And then we're going to take our iPod opening tool here and we are going to detach every connector one by one, just like this. And then we can lift up the screen and put it aside. I'm going to zoom out because I don't need that much zoom now. And it's time to put this aside and focus on the screen. The screen on the iPhone has a lot of parts fused together using screws, but we need to remove them. So the screws we're going to remove are these two on this side, these screws on this side. There are also two screws, also these two screws from the home button, and we also have two more screws here to the earpiece speaker and front camera enclosure. So we're going to quickly do that with our Pentalobe 2.0, Philips 2.0, sorry. I recommend you to start with the home button because it's the easier part. There is a connector here, we have to be so careful with this one. It doesn't focus, it focuses. We do it with a Jimmy tool, and we got to be so careful into removing this one right here, because if you break it, there isn't anything you can do. Don't use the Jimmy, it's too hard with the Jimmy. I prefer using the plastic spudger here. Not metal spudger, plastic spudger. And you're going to press the pressure like that. And the component should break free. And the home button, you got to press on it from the outside inside, and it is out. So then we're going to go up here to the upper part X enclosure, and we're going to remove the screws in the same way. And then we're going to remove this little shield here. Then the earpiece speaker. And the camera, we cannot remove it unless we remove this, which is the thermal conductive plate. Sorry for that. This screw was too tight, and that's why it happened. And then we also have a screw here that I forgot to mention about. This one right here, we're going to remove this one as well. And then this should come free. No, It should come free, but it cannot because we also have another screw in here. I don't know if you can see it, it is in here. Sorry for forgetting screws. In iPhones, there are just too many. So there is a total of 6 screws there. And then we can not lift it up yet because we still have a fragile component there that we not want to break. Gonna be very careful, and now we can finally lift it up, and this is how the screen of the iPhone 5C looks like disassembled. This is everything from the screen beside this part, which is the shield and the security screws. Now it's time for me to reassemble the screen and move on to the other side of the phone. Just like that, I've reassembled the display, and it's time for us to move on to the rest of the phone. So we're going to put the display there because we will need it later. And we're going to take our Phillips 2.0 again, and we're going to remove 2 more screws here. These 2 from here, this and this. They are from the battery and charging port enclosure connectors. We need to remove those. We're going to remove the thing here. And with our iPod opening tool, we are going to disconnect both of the things. The battery connector is recommended to be removed from the first time before even opening the display. This is the part you should do before opening the display. I forgot. I'm not paying that much attention, but that is the recommended way to do this. So let's move on. The next part is again with this thing. We're going to put it in here. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. You kind of have to... Yeah, you cannot remove the battery unless you have something really thin. Yeah. It doesn't matter how much pressure you put on the battery, it's important to take care of... Oh, I forgot. This isn't an iPhone 5, it's a 5C. We have pull tabs. I'm sorry. Just sometimes I forget about stuff. Here with the pull tabs you got to be so careful. I hate pull tabs. Because of this, we have to do something else first, and that is to remove the charging port enclosure. So, in order to do that, we have some more screws to remove. We have this one right here. It is important to remove them in the order I do. Then we have this one right here. Then we have 2 more right here. Kinda have to stick to this pattern opposite to opposite. It is kind of important. Even the way you are arranging your screws on your repair mat is important too. Then this one right here. This is what I mean here, look. I've put them in the order you have to put them back. Then we're going to lift up the speaker. Yeah, I think we'll need this spudger here, or like this with a spudger. We lift it up with a spudger like this, then we pull on it like that, and we're going to lift it up a little bit, but not too much. We don't want to break it, like this. We don't want to break it, so do not lift it up that much. If you can see here, this is how it looks like. Do not lift it up too much. You don't want to break it. And yeah, we're going to move on to the next part. It is really tricky to remove this side of the phone because it's glued down, so we're going to lift up very carefully here this, which is the connector, and we're going to lift it up like this. And we still have something else here, which is a normal cable, not a flex cable. This one, I broke it, like usually. I don't think I've ever repaired an iPhone without breaking that side ever in my life. I really have to admit that, even though I hate admitting that. Yeah. But be careful, do not do what I did. Now we should be able to try the pull tabs again. Yeah, this should have been easier. Pull tab should make the thing easier to remove, but I'm not sure if I will be able to access those pull tabs here. I hope. I don't know what's wrong with these pull tabs. Yeah, there's something wrong with those pull tabs, and I don't know what. I don't know. Something is wrong with those pull tabs, and I don't know what. They just don't want to be removed. Yeah, I'm going to come back after I remove the battery. It should be easier than that. So I've successfully removed the battery. And that was very hard. I don't know what is wrong with these pull tabs. They look kind of weird. They even have a weird texture. They don't have this rubber texture usually. But yeah, they just don't want to stick to the tweezers like they should. But we are going to focus on the battery later. We're going to set it aside and going to continue with the removing stuff. I don't know what was wrong with that. So now we have this screw right here, which is a Phillips 20 again. Then another Phillips 20 we have here. We also have this connector here, we should leave that. Please note that in this video I'm not going to remove the buttons, I'm just going to do a normal tear down without the buttons. And also we still have one more Phillips 20 up here. Perfect. Now we need another screwdriver. I do have 3 screwdrivers, but you can use the same one, but we have to take a standoff bit that I do have. This standoff bit that helps me with these standoff screws in my iFixit Protect toolkit, but if you do not have this, you can use a flathead 2.5. This is a flathead 2.5. It is the same, but if you use the special standoff one, is easier than the flathead. We will have a screw here. Standoffs are those screws that you find in iPhones that you can put another screw in it. We remove first one, then the second one is here. And the last one, it's right here. Alright, now we should be able to remove the board, but we cannot because we have still this in the way. So there are 2 options here. Yeah. We either use this special SIM removing screwdriver bit from iFixit, or if you have the plastic precision screwdriver, please note that the metal one does not work like that, only the plastic one. You can remove the cap right here. Sorry for hitting the tripod. And it has this here, but I'm going to leave it there because I have this bit. Yeah. I think you already guessed, I'm not going to put it into a screwdriver body. I'm going to put it like that. And we're going to remove the SIM card tray. That is something you should do faster, not now, from first time actually. And then we're going to take the first disconnect the camera, and we're going to slowly put like that. Do not do it very hard because we still have a connector here like the one I've broke before to the Wi-Fi antenna. Please be careful with this one. I am going to be more careful too, because this is the type of connector I usually break. It's covered in some goo-like thing. In my case, but I don't know why. Yeah, I've removed it. It's covered in some goo in my motherboard, but that shouldn't be in other motherboards. And we still have some more things to disassemble from here, which is the camera, like that. We are going to have here a Philips 2.0 and another Philips 2.0. I'm going to remove both of the Philips screws. I'm going to put this one here. Yeah, I am going to put this one here too and remove this, which is the camera, and the shield should not be stuck to the camera. This is how the camera looks like. I know there are still some more parts in the phone, but I've just said earlier I'm not going to cover that part of the phone because that is a harder part and a more delicate part that I don't want to remove because I just don't need to. If I had to repair them, I know how to repair them, but I just don't need to remove them now. So I am going to reassemble the phone now, and I'm going to go on with the outro. So wish me luck. And now we have to do and now we're going to put the pantalobes back in. And this was all. So I hope now you know how to disassemble your iPhone 5C, and thanks a ton for watching. See you in the next one.